welcome back to the other side of the podcast, the Spicy Boys Podcast. I'm Chris.
And I'm Marcus of the Spicy Boys.
Okay. So, if you haven't already, have seen the Off the Hinges podcast, hopefully you're coming from that one into this one. But if not, we were talking about things from Reddit. We're going to just hop right in.
OTH fam.
Yep. To the new segment here. We're just going to continue off of that one. So if you haven't watched that one, if you don't know what we're talking about, go back and watch the Spicy Boy, or not Spicy Boys, we're on the Spicy.
Off the Hinges podcast.
Off the Hinges podcast.
Yeah.
On YouTube, and then you'll see all the links and stuff in the bottom.
Did you see? Will you go to that real quick? The Off the Hinges one up there. Yeah, there, right there. You can see it real quick.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
Take over, Haas.
I just want to show you. I don't know if you've seen this or not last week. Let's see here. Why did we get to our...
Let's just go ahead and turn that...
We'll have to...
Let's close it out.
Yeah.
Alright, so what are we looking up here?
We're going to go to the page. To the... is there a way to see your own page here?
Go back to Twitch. And then you can hit your channel, I believe.
I can't see all that much.
THE. There it is.
There we are, right there.
See
how, that's how easy it is to find us, everybody.
Yep.
Hey, there we are. Well, you don't get to see it because I had the page background changed. I had a new page for it up top. But oh well, that's neither here nor there, I guess. Sorry about that.
So yeah, you can see us on Twitch, and then this will eventually be posted to YouTube at the Off the Hinges Podcast YouTube page.
Yeah, and check out a new banner here. There.
Mm-hmm. Check them everywhere.
Everywhere. Here, there, everywhere.
Yep. All right.
You know what they say? Chinese, Japanese.
I wanted to talk about that. We're going to kind of get into that a little bit later, actually.
Are we? No.
Kind of.
No, I have to be embarrassed.
No.
I don't think I have to be embarrassed.
So we're gonna dive into the into this Reddit one here, which you were leading off of. These are hypothetical situations, kind of like a what would you do?
What would you do? Yep. It
So,
could be funny, torturous.
Yeah.
Whatever you want it to be.
You could be honest. You could make up an elaborate story, whichever you prefer.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what I do.
So
you want
to
go first or second?
I'll read this one for you.
Okay.
So, first one you have pulled up here is you can implant a thought into a person's mind once a day. What thoughts do you come up? What thoughts do you choose and why?
Sorry about that, folks. All right, so
The audience gets loud.
the audience is very loud. Mm-hmm. Any person, any thought, they don't have to follow the thought, and they will still have free will.
Oh yeah.
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. This is actually pretty easy for me. So I'm gonna type it up in a second while he's telling you his. But mine would be to implant a thought every day that there is a song that's just on the tip of their tongue.
Yeah.
Every single day. You ever have that where you have a song, or not a song, but either that or you're just trying to think of something that's on the tip of your tongue every day, but you can never figure out what it is, and it drives you crazy for like a couple hours.
Sometimes days.
Yeah, my thought would be every day for them to have is that something is right on the tip of their tongue and they forgot something. That would be it.
That would suck. Are you typing yours in? Is that what you were saying?
Fuck it. We'll just talk about it.
Yeah. I think it's a better idea.
Yeah.
We'll post them later. So let me read that. Any person thought.
You could have someone like think their butt crack's hanging out, or like
they don't have to follow the thought, and they still have free will.
Yeah, they don't have to.
So they still think about it, is what they're saying.
Yeah. But if you'd get hung up, what we know by human nature is that if you're thinking of something that's on the tip of your tongue, it will get hung up on you for hours. right? So they have the free will, but they're thinking that they were either knew the name of something or was forgetting something. It's just right there. Even if you have free will, you're going to be thinking about that for a long time.
All right, so I think the thought that I would choose is thinking that you're actually late for something when you aren't. So if you've ever gotten like, think of when you were in high school, you get up at 6 o'clock. You normally get up at 6, 7, and at that time when like the times or the outside looks just about the same at the same times. I mean, I do that for work. Sometimes I'll get up, I'll take a nap for like 10 minutes and wake up like I'm like it's like 8 o'clock. I was like I gotta be at work, and then you get up and ready.
Hold on,
work.
no, hold on. A nap?
Huh?
You get up and then fall back asleep, and then you consider that a nap?
Yeah,
that's
like,
part of your
like
sleep.
15 minutes. Like you're napping for like 15 minutes.
If you wake up and it is you got to be up at 7 o'clock and you hit that snooze button for 10 minutes, you don't say I took a nap when you woke up. You say I took an extra 10-minute nap.
Okay, maybe 20, 30 minutes, whatever the time.
It doesn't matter what. You're taking a sleep. That's a sleep. It's a continuation.
No, the point is that you're waking up mid sleep cycle and thinking that you're late when it really hasn't been much time.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying like it's a continuation. You don't wake up at 7 and then hit the snooze button and take a nap till 7:15. No, that's a continuation of.
That's a whole different thing. That's snoozing.
Which is going back
when
to
the
sleep.
alarm goes off. That's snoozing.
What do you say? You say I'm sorry. I went back. I hit the alarm and I went back to sleep.
Yeah,
that is literally what you say.
You say I was snoozing.
You don't say I hit the alarm and I went back to nap.
Well, it's different. It depends what time of the day it is.
Really, I think you're really reaching here.
Depends what time of day it is.
What do you mean? If you sleep for 8 hours, whether that's midnight to 8 or 8 to midnight, and then both times hit 15 minutes, it's still a continuation.
What I'm saying is you get home from school and you nap at like 4 o'clock and then you wake up at 7.
Yeah, but you were at somewhere prior to going to sleep.
I know, but the thought of being late is what my answer is, man. I think we're debating about different things for different reasons.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what's going on. Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying, and yeah.
And as far as for why, just because why not? I have to go through it a couple times. Everybody should have to, or at least just one person.
What always bothers me is waking up thinking it was another day. Like you ever rush around, like oh shit, I didn't wake up, and then it's Saturday.
That's exactly what mine was. Come on, man. That's exactly what I'm saying. You wake up thinking it's a different day.
I didn't get that from that description at all.
Well, hopefully other people did. I feel like I explained it pretty well.
I nailed it in like 4 words, bro.
Whatever. Okay, I didn't specify that you thought it was a different day, but I just meant thinking you're late for something.
You're late for something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get you. All right, so let's should we hit the thing that showed the screen?
Yeah.
If anyone would like to hit this up, it is by Sexy Demon God. So just give them a search, top live.
Hey, here we are.
What up, what up, what up?
I'm going to let you drive here.
You're going to let me drive?
Yeah, I guess the mouse is a little bit closer.
Ooh, buddy.
Yep.
Give me the wheel.
Just a few, remember
I
from
absolutely
past episodes we were talking about driver and passenger. I think at this point,
I think
better be the passenger.
I can be trusted. Maybe
For
with
now.
this. So what, is this in chronological order?
Oh, all right. So we went through that first thing. I wasn't sure if you wanted to search for another one. Hypothetical.
I don't know. I'm ready. We can hop on to the next thing.
All right. So
it's going to be a continuation. Sometimes on here, sometimes on the Off the Hinges podcast, sometimes on Spicy Boys, where we're going to try to keep the time down. So we're going to combine the two together.
Yeah. So we're kind of I'm sure by now everyone, if you're watching this, most likely you've heard that TikTok is trying to get banned, and we had the CEO from TikTok at a congressional hearing. So that's kind of
notice it's the Republicans that are trying to get it banned.
Well, that's what's interesting here is both sides do not want this app around.
I'm surprised.
This is the first time that, and they say this in the video, like this is the first time in history that any one company or any person has combined the two parties unanimously.
I mean,
to work on
here's
the
the
same
thing.
issue.
I mean,
which is stupid. Of all the things we have going on, and this is what they want to worry about.
Here's the thing. I think that you could ban it on phones that are used for work for government agencies. On every,
Right.
what is the average American really? Fucking China doesn't want anything to do with them. I got nothing that they want.
Mm-hmm.
When are they gonna come like fucking like hear me talking to my girlfriend or somebody else? Just bullshit.
Because there's so many things. We're gonna kind of get into that. I mean, what these people are asking this guy, the CEO, as like he couldn't have been more professional. He was very patient. He's way more patient than I would have been.
Where are the freedom of speech people at?
They're all. I mean,
Well, freedom of press. Where are those people
the thing
at?
is, they're all about freedom.
Well, it's the only people allowed to spy on American citizens is the American government.
Yeah. Yep. When Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, they're all doing that, but they just pay these. They pay the American.
Yeah. So the problem is that you think it's capitalization, right? They want their piece of the pie, because
that's also that's also kind of part of that too.
Because you want, your phone, Google, everything's listening to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what's the difference if TikTok's listening to you and everyone else is listening to you?
And some people don't realize, like, if you have an Android phone, it's a Google phone. Google knows where you are at any point, even if you don't have a Google phone. Like, you have an iPhone. Somebody knows where you are all the time.
If you have an iPhone, fun fact, I know someone that finds people for the FBI,
Mm-hmm.
and they said the best thing that person can have on them to find them is an iPhone.
Yep.
Because everybody has the... I don't know if it's the same or not. When it changed, I don't have the iPhone.
Mm-hmm.
But there's like a fitness app on there that even if you never open it and agree to the things, it's always tracking you down to the footsteps in your house.
Yep. How many flights of stairs you went up, all that stuff.
Yeah, it shows a complete map on a map where you walked at and what you did on that.
Oh yeah, I'm sure because in case if the app was using it.
Yeah, because
so it's constantly recording.
It's constantly recording.
Snapping GPS.
It's constantly recording. So she said that the best thing they can have on them is an iPhone.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Which is
I'm not saying Android's any better. They're all bad.
Yeah.
But the thing of it is how many people really have stuff that China wants to know about? And then the second thing is, you're gonna sit there. I don't care if you're working for the China government. You're gonna sit there and go through all of that shit. You're gonna hear fucking Bobby down the block. Hey, you see the new thing on TV last night? My dog. He was in the corner and he misses good old Bessie. So he started getting frisky on my leg, but I let him finish. I let him. You're gonna hear that all day. I'm sorry, that's where my brain went. But you're gonna sit there and listen to hours and hours and hours of just this goddamn corn.
Yeah,
this corn and these eggs.
So we have a few videos here lined up.
Sorry,
that kind of like that's how they sound like where they're from. All these.
Oh, I didn't see these videos. Right. They talk like that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Some of these people.
Happy coincidence. Am I wrong?
So let's go into one of these here.
Oh, thank you.
How do you start this?
Franco. Giant alignment?
I'll let you drive because the mouse doesn't want to reach it.
My mouse isn't reaching.
So, we'll unmute it.
That's the beginning?
It's muted.
Got it.
So,
Gabby, stop it.
First, I'm Singaporean.
So are you Chinese or Japanese?
This really explains it pretty well.
So are you Chinese or Japanese?
They just assumed because it's a Chinese company that he was Chinese. The CEO. This is kind of pointing you in the direction of where this whole congressional hearing is going.
Yes, no. Okay. This is going to be a little dicey. I don't know if we want to go down this route. But if you go into a Chinese restaurant and there's an Oriental person behind the counter, you're not going to assume they're Chinese?
I don't really think about it.
Okay. No, I don't think anybody really thinks about it. They think I'm about to get my hands on some delicious Chinese food. But I'm saying if someone had a knife to you, you're going to say, what race? What race is this person from?
Yeah.
And you have to narrow it down. You're gonna. I think if you throw up a China, you're about 80% right. Is that not right?
That is a slippery slope.
And there's an Italian restaurant. There's a guy in the back of it calling you gabagool, talking gabagool and this and that. You're not gonna assume he's Italian?
It's hard to tell.
Okay.
I'm just playing innocent here.
I'll catch heat for it. I don't care. I mean, I think that's a rather fair statement, don't you think?
Well, I guess the point is why did that matter?
It doesn't matter.
Oh, no, I'm asking, like, as far as Congress was concerned, why did they need to know?
Oh, if it was China?
Yeah.
Did you imagine
they
it's
just
because
assumed that he was Chinese or Japanese.
Do you know what it is? It's probably because something with maybe the revenue from the ads is getting sent because it's a Chinese app. The ad revenue is going to China.
Well, they're worried about that because it's part of another company that is owned by a Chinese, well, I guess by China. That company that they're also under is allowed to collect that data, and the main company that owns ByteDance is subjected to, if China officials request it, they have to give it no questions asked. So if they also own TikTok, then it's just, they're kind of like they're worried about that data being stolen.
But you're literally like doing a needle in a haystack.
Exactly. I mean, what do they want to know? I mean, have you seen some of those videos that are on there? What are they stealing off of that?
Okay, so even if you listen to a footage for 10 hours that day, and there's a 20-second point in there where there was useful information, I don't think you're gonna get it. If a human's doing it,
Yeah,
they're falling asleep.
oh, right. Yeah. So let's see. Start this over here.
Well, and as was pointed out by Chairwoman Rogers, you have regular contact with Chinese
Now these are like the people that are like
Debating it?
your officials of your state, and these are
Okay.
the people that are running this country.
Representatives?
Party Secretary, Mr. Zhang Fuping, who is your boss at ByteDance, correct?
No,
No.
no. He's
Interesting.
neither my
Is that Kelly
boss nor
Clarkson?
do we have frequent contact.
But you have regular contact with ByteDance,
With the CEO of ByteDance.
who is Mr. Zhang Fuping is the
He's not.
editor-in-chief.
He's not
My
the CEO.
colleague, Representative Burgess, a few minutes ago exposed that TikTok and ByteDance share legal teams. You confirmed this, correct?
Our general counsel is
Yes.
an
Yes or
American lawyer,
Yes.
veteran of Microsoft.
Also, my
And
colleague, Representative Latta, confirmed that your parent company, ByteDance, currently can access user data. Yes?
we have to be more
Yes.
specific.
Yes.
After
You
Project
say-
Texas, no.
I'm not asking after Project Texas, I'm asking now. Yes.
Some user data is public data, Congresswoman, which
So
means
you
everybody
confirm that.
can search
What's
for it on the
interesting to
internet.
me is that you have used the word
What's so obnoxious is that they give him questions to answer, and then he starts to answer it, and they cut him off immediately and don't give it. They're just like, no, it's a yes or no. When a lot of those questions are really complex.
Well, number one, I think this is a little bit of an American problem.
It's 100%.
I mean, she just straight up railroaded through everything. Like, yeah, he was trying to explain, and she said, "No, it's this way. No, it's this way. No, it's this way."
Right. Yeah.
I didn't see any proof. I mean, he tried to explain. I think she just railroaded him all the way.
Yeah.
But is this a different one?
No, this is kind of just making fun of it, like kind of like what it feels like.
Oh, okay.
I was wondering, what's the recommended amount of dedicated RAM I should have to the server?
I'm sorry, could you please repeat your question?
Dedicated RAM
It's
to
like
the server.
they have no idea what they're talking about.
I was wondering,
It's just one. It's embarrassing, and it's just scary that these are the people that don't understand how the basic internet works.
Well, I think it's. I also think the United States has a little bit of a smear campaign on China right now.
Yeah.
It's almost the agenda is being pushed hard with the whole Ukraine, China back in Russia thing.
Yeah.
COVID was the China virus.
Right.
I think there's a lot of people trying to just railroad China because the U.S. because they're trying to swing their own agenda because they're honestly trying to justify at one point going to war. which is what it's inevitably come up to.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to justify it. I mean, not saying it already isn't justified. I mean, if that information is correct, obviously, we only know what we see on TV. If that information is correct, and, you know, Russia did invade Ukraine, then yeah, you guys stick up. But the thing of it is that you never know. False flags are all over the place. I'm not going on tinfoil hat. I'm just saying there's a clear swing anti-China going on in America.
Oh, well, yeah. Unless you're trying to eat Chinese food, then they don't care.
I love Chinese food.
Yeah.
I got no problem with Chinese people. They're cool with me.
either.
I mean, honestly, I think that virus could have happened anywhere.
Yeah. Here's another one. This was one that was...
Everybody
funny.
blames on each other.
What's happening here? There we
Does
go.
TikTok access the home Wi-Fi network?
Who gives a fuck?
If the user turns on the Wi-Fi.
It's like, where is he going with this? He's assuming because it accesses the Wi-Fi network that it can hack into anything that you want.
I'm sorry, I may not understand.
If I have a TikTok app on my phone and my phone is on my home Wi-Fi network, does TikTok access that network?
It will have to access the network to get connections to the
That's pretty
internet.
that's pretty basic. I mean,
It needs Wi-Fi to work? Ban it,
It needs
ban it
Wi-Fi
now.
to work?
Does TikTok
Oh, no.
it's so stupid. There was one more that I was trying to find that was funny.
Just watching people. The problem is also everyone in Congress is like over 85 years old and have no idea.
Exactly, and
they
there's
need to
no,
be shown how to
there's no
send
term
it.
limits. We kind of got into this at work. There's no term limits, but you can't really set term limits because, say, you only set it for 4 years. Those first 2 years, 3 years, don't really get anything done. Or the first 2 years, you don't really get anything done. First year, you're getting your toes wet. Second year, okay, and then third year, you're trying to rerun again for re-election. It's like you really can't limit that much because it would just be
I mean, you
focusing on the wrong
you
things.
can make a maximum age,
right. That's what we
to
talk about.
run.
Is the age? I think is what needs to be changed.
and you can make it so that you're not running consecutive terms. And you can make it, I don't know.
Okay, Asian man from China. Tell me why you're
this
killing
is not
American
actually.
children.
Congressman, I can assure you, I am not killing American children.
If I pour NyQuil on my chicken, will I die?
I'm sure that would probably cause some health concerns.
So then why are you killing our children?
I'm sorry, I'm not understanding.
So if my children use Tic Tac, do you
Yeah,
automatically
they kept calling it
have
Tic
access
Tac.
to their private body parts?
No, Congressman, can we please refrain from talking about children's private body parts?
No, but I want to talk about
That guy was hilarious.
what about the eyes? Well, if I use Tiki Talk, you get access to my pupils, right?
We do use facial recognition, but it's only used alongside with filters. And the data received is not saved or stored.
I mean,
Uh-huh.
if you're trying to say that it's like data recognition or facial recognition or whatever, I
Just-
mean,
just how he worded it was so like weird.
I don't know. To me, it's almost pointless. I don't think there's enough manpower to fucking
You
go
know,
through
you
everyone's.
see behind me, if you look,
I mean, I don't know. It's just beyond
Does
stupid.
TikTok access the home Wi-Fi network?
This was a bit
Has
longer.
ByteDance spied on American citizens?
I don't think the spying is the right way to describe it. The only face data that you get, that we collect, is when you use the filters to have, say, sunglasses on your face, we need to know where your eyes are. And
why
that-
do you need to know what the eyes are if you're not seeing if they're dilated?
American data
What?
stored on American soil by an American company, overseen by American personnel. We call this initiative Project Texas.
Please rename your project. Texas is not the appropriate name. We stand for freedom and transparency, and we don't want your project.
You damn well know that you cannot
We support
protect
freedom,
the
but
data
not
and
free
security
speech.
of this committee or the 150 million users of your app because it is an extension of the CCP.
That's definitely
From
Kelly
the data
Clarkson.
it collects to the content it controls
None of these people have any idea how Wi-Fi even works.
No.
of foreign influence in American life.
With a lot of respect, American social companies don't have a good track record with data privacy and user security.
He was
Look
he
at
was
Facebook
a
and
he was a
Cambridge
chief for
Analytica.
I was
this.
gonna say shout out
Madam Chair, my
Facebook.
time is up.
Yep.
And if this committee gets its way, TikTok's time is up.
Does TikTok
He thought he
access
was
the
real
home
smart.
The
Wi-Fi
problem
network?
is,
Has ByteDance spied on American citizens?
There you go.
well, the other problem is that these are the people making all the decisions.
Exactly.
That's why America goes nowhere. We're getting spicy up in here. It's in the name, man.
Yeah.
So I want to say this to all the teenagers out there and TikTok influencers who think we're just old and out of touch and don't know what we're talking about.
That's correct.
Algorithms. No, I'm having talk today. TikTok at any time provided the Chinese government with either precise GSP information.
Can you tell me right now, can you say with 100% certainty that TikTok does not use the phone's camera to determine
What do you mean?
whether the content that elicits a pupil dilation should be amplified by the algorithm?
The only face data that you get, that we collect, is when you use the filters to have, say, sunglasses on your face.
You gotta use the camera to use TikTok, bro.
You need to know what the eyes are if you're not seeing if they're dilated.
And the data is stored on your local device and
Talking about
deleted
dilated
afterwards
eyes
if you
for?
use it for visual.
Inferences made from that data.
Gotta get out your GSP.
No.
Mr. Chu, does TikTok access the home Wi-Fi network?
Chu and Chow.
Only if the user turns on the Wi-Fi.
Why have you not directed your engineers to change this source code?
Congressman, thank you for the question.
Have you directed
I'm not finished.
them to change the source code?
Like what we are offering and
Yes
my
or
fourth
no?
commitment?
Have you directed them to change that source code?
Congressman, if you give me a bit of time to just...
No, I don't.
Oh my God! Can you let me do what I need to do?
So I want to say this to all the teenagers out there and TikTok influencers.
It doesn't make any sense, dude. My brain hurts.
I know.
I can't imagine what Mr. Xiao Chen or Xiao Chu feels.
I mean, he's probably feeling pretty good because he knows, like, he's able to kind of share it on TikTok, and like he's getting a lot of followers in the past couple.
What I'm saying
week or
is,
so.
you just like try to explain to your grandmother who just keeps on restarting the computer because her internet is down.
Yeah.
And she's like, restarted the computer 7 times.
I opened the TikTok
You're like,
app.
Grandma, Comcast doesn't have service in the area. Your computer's fine. It's in a service outage. You're not gonna have it for like a half hour.
Nope, someone's getting in my computer.
Restart.
So, again, I mean, I am gonna watch the whole thing. I didn't get to watch the whole thing, so that's something we can.
It's stupid. Just let people have TikTok. Whatever.
Right,
Man.
yeah, that's the
Everyone's listening to your shit anyway. Everyone's facial recognizing your shit anyway.
Honestly,
it doesn't matter.
If you get a VPN, you can still get it.
I mean, how many? Okay, so here's the thing. How many government agencies get hacked every year? Like, don't everyone have your license on file with a DMV all across America, or even just the ID card?
Mm-hmm.
So then, if they wanted to hack it, why wouldn't they just I don't know, hop in there because all their cybersecurity seems to be shit. I mean, your bank account gets compromised every other fucking week.
Yeah, well, no one's talking about that. Let's see.
Da-da-da-da.
That's what we got there. All right. What about let's go back to. I had Reddit here. I had it on my computer, but I closed everything out. I don't remember what anything is.
Only the best here at the Spicy Boys Podcast.
I'm still working out the kinks. Okay.
We're working out the kinks. This microphone, I'll tell you guys. This microphone, these colors changing right here.
You out.
It's I feel like a moth to a flame.
A mothball.
I just keep on getting closer to it, and I can see the pores inside of it.
That's how a bug sees, just like that.
It's fantastic. I see what is that? Is that a foot vagina?
Yeah.
Oh wait, hold on. We're on my Reddit. This makes a lot of sense. So this is
I'm just gonna search through.
Hold on. I can explain what this is here.
You want to explain?
It's not dirty. Okay.
You can get left or right for the same price.
Okay. This is a place called Hole Up. It's whenever they find something that's like, what is that?
Oh, like Hole Up.
Yeah, Hole Up. Yeah, that's what that is. So that's perfectly explainable. It's just something somebody found. Scrolling through Amazon. Can I? Does that have a link? I just want to see if you could buy it for real. Maybe we'll have it off the hinges or spicy boy foot, spicy. Someone put fussy. Pussy right here. Upvote that. Hold on, let me hit that reply on that thing for me too. You genius motherfucker. Also, there's no O in genius, right? Is that?
There is not.
There we go. You genius motherfucker. Pussy. Pussy.
So you can get a left or right fussy for the low price of $29.96.
Ooh, Footlight. Imagine having two of them. What?
Footussy.
Footussy.
I think I like that one better.
Footussy?
Yeah.
Footussy? I don't know, man. I like pussy pretty good, too. I'm not using one of King Shane, but the fuck is this? It's a fucking foot, Nate. Fucking foot. Got a whole different meaning. I guess I could probably mute the mic when that happens. Sorry, guys.
All right, so let's. You know what? I'm gonna stay on this little path here. Let's see what else.
Oh, you want to go on hold up?
Yep.
There might be nudity.
Oh.
But we could. I'll stop it. Yeah, I know how to. Hold on.
Oh, there you are.
I know how to navigate.
Yeah,
something tells me this might be sexual. Let's see where it goes. 3 minutes,
8 years,
man.
3 months, 2 days.
I'm sorry. I really
we're
can't.
not doing that.
Yeah, it's too much. I don't. This is a sponsorship. Yeah.
I don't think you know how big 12 inches is. Do you see that? Just in scale, where is that going? Not in here, okay? The average gal is gonna get about that much. Maybe this, if they're a pro, but the rest of that, completely unmanageable. This is the biggest I've ever seen in real life, but this is fine. It's completely fine. This, fabulous. Almost too big. Definitely too big. Fucking sick day, ER, 27 club, and now I'm just skipping my next life. Anything after that is entirely unethical. I don't think we know what we're talking about.
Well, this is math. This is the math. Hold on. I'm gonna blow this up. So my stupid boyfriend got me pregnant again.
Again.
I don't have enough money to handle all the heroin and an ankle fighter. If someone would be willing to give me enough money to cover the expenses for my lifestyle, I'll give you my baby. I'm guaranteed.
Purebred white
a
baby.
purebred white baby.
Oh, it's guaranteed.
Don't come at me with cheap offers. Hold on, what? Is that a clothes hanger?
Yeah.
What do we use that for?
That's a plastic one.
You want to keep going down this road?
Yeah, we'll go a couple more.
Okay. 22-year-old mom struggles to gentle parent her 9-year-old son after he watches a wrestling match in the school library. Huh? You want to read this or no?
That's Let's skip that one. That was kind of dumb.
I'm confused already,
Yeah,
dude.
from that one.
Some of these hold up ones go deep, man.
Yeah, I'm looking for funny.
One moment, please.
Uno momento.
Roommate wanted. Single male, 44, searching for a roommate. Must be female, aged 18 to 25, and single. Must be willing to cook and clean. 1-bedroom apartment. You can use the couch until you're comfortable not to share the bedroom. No pets, no drinking, no drugs, and no male friends allowed. My home has a no closed doors policy. This is for safety, $400 a month. That's
a decent price.
I'll sign me up. Well,
$400.
I wouldn't meet the criteria.
No, he wouldn't. But if he did,
he wants a relationship.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah.
Her face says it all, though.
Is that? I don't know if that's a girl, bro.
Their face says it all.
Is it me or is it lip busted?
I don't know.
It looks bigger. Leave a baby in the womb for 9 months at 98.3 degrees and it's fine. but leave it in a cart at 8.3 for 10 minutes, and the motherfucker quit on life.
So true. How do they live? How do they survive?
It's fucked up, dude.
It's true.
Oh my god. Look at the first comment. That's the hole up, I think, maybe. Yeah. You ever make a cookie twice? This is the best and worst sentence I've read today.
So that's a pretty good video.
You seen this?
Yeah.
Seymour. Yo. I made you a sandwich. You made me a sandwich? Oh. Yeah. You made me a sandwich. Yeah, it's right out here. It's ready to go. Can I see? Yeah, come on, look. You made that for me? Yeah, that's for you. Can I take a bite? Take a fucking bite, man. That's fucking delicious, dog. I fucking love you, dude. That's for you, man. I fucking love you, man. I love you.
California, man.
Since the 1990s, the California man Steve Cosmar began putting ads in the national magazine selling solar-powered dryers
for $49.95. In the 1990s, that was a lot. Then customers would receive a simple clothesline in the mail. I mean, he's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
It's not your fault you didn't ask questions.
Yep. That's might be dicey.
Although I would argue that it's not solar powered, it's heat. It's just heat. The rays don't matter in that case.
Oh man! All right,
rough one.
Maybe that was a little. That was a little rough.
All right, let's go to. We have to go to one more one here. Type this in here. Oh wait, not in here. Back to Reddit actually. This mouse is killing me.
I will not breathe until Mr. Beats comments on the video. Comments are turned off.
This is in.
It says I will not breathe until Mr. Pete comments on Mr. Beast. Mr. Pete until Mr. Beast comments on the video. They turned off the comments. Sorry, I had the mic off. I said that. That's why I'm reiterating.
All right, this little segment we like to call Shower Thoughts.
Shower Thoughts.
These are just thoughts that you may have thought of come up typically in the shower.
It's 104.
Okay. Blinking is strange. For every 10 seconds of your entire life, you lubricate these squishy balls in your face with a little layer of skin.
Cool.
They're shower thoughts.
Put ice and milk and you're weird. Bad coffee and it's normal again. Coffee and milk, normal. Ice and coffee, normal. It's just ice and milk. That's weird. I'll drink milk with some ice in it.
Ew.
Is that weird?
Psycho.
I've done that before. Sometimes you want a cold glass of milk, dude.
Your milk should already be cold.
But like you want a nice. What if you're like you want to enjoy a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, right? And you got the thickest layer of sweet, delicious, chunky peanut butter, right? Because don't get me with that smooth shit. And and you wanna have a glass of milk, but I'm gonna be working on this thing a while because when I take a bite, it's gonna cake itself through my mouth, and I got to get it down there. And you want that milk to stay cold, right? It's the summertime. You're outside, maybe.
Then you're watering down the milk.
Okay, so you buy full fat and plan on drinking skim.
Nah. What if you like skim? What if you always get whole milk? You just get creamer?
Well, there's no alternative here. Okay, it's possible. Sorry.
No, go off.
People who live alone have a higher chance of choking to death. I mean, I don't know. I mean, have you seen people around here? And they don't know the Heimlich. They can't even add.
Right.
I had a guy that didn't know 12 times 8 and 8 times 12 is the same amount.
So when you ask him once, he's like, oh, and then you're like, all right, well, what's
All right,
this?
so here's a story. I once worked with a dude, right, who was known for not being the smartest, brightest person. Okay. One day he came to work. He said, "Bruh, what's wrong? Why you look so sad?" He's getting married. Okay. They're having after party, whatever the fuck it's called. Okay. And his wife assigned him for picking up buns for the pulled pork that they were making.
Okay.
Okay. And he's like, she told me to get a specific bun. I went to the store. They had, she told me to get 8 12 packs. Okay. 8 buns or 12 buns. Give me 8 of those bitches. Right.
Right.
And he said, well, okay, what happened? He said, I didn't get any buns. So why didn't you get any buns? He said, she told me to get 8 12 packs. They only had packs of 8 there. I said, okay, well, what did you do? He's like, I didn't get any buns. I said, bro, whether you got 12 packs of 8 or 8 packs of 12, it's still 96 buns. If that's the ones that she wanted and they were there.
Sorry, hon, they didn't have any buns.
It's like, no, they had buns. He's like, they only had the 12 pack. They didn't have the 8 pack.
Sorry, hon, they only had 12.
I'm like, it's 12 times 8 times 12, still the same amount of buns.
That's pretty ridiculous.
You expect that guy to be able to do the Heimlich maneuver?
That's not going to last very long. That marriage's not going to last very long.
Because she's going to choke to death.
Right.
Sorry.
Some of these can go deep, too.
Wait, which one?
Job salaries aren't based on how hard you work, but how much value you add to bring to the company.
I disagree.
Which is trash.
I disagree.
Doesn't matter what you're doing. Doesn't give you nothing. Oh.
The word transparency over one.
Sorry, guys. All right, so one of the signs a pet isn't doing well is when they stop grooming themselves. One of the signs a person isn't doing well is that they struggle with self-care.
Why don't we just say grooming themselves?
Yeah.
We had to go ahead and make the question confusing to make yourself sound smarter.
Yeah.
Essentially. Also, I don't think so. I know a lot of people who don't shower that frequent that are perfectly fine.
But do you know that they are?
Yeah. Otherwise,
mirrors basically have speed of light refresh rates.
Word. But wouldn't... No, they wouldn't.
Why not?
Your eyes perceive stuff slower than the speed of light, don't they?
I guess.
I think that'd be good to know. I'll look it up on my phone.
Look it up.
Okay.
At some point in your life, you went from being measured in length to measured in height.
Not according to most girls on TikTok, right?
As you saw before.
As you just seen. Oh, yeah. And on Reddit. Speed of light is 299792458 milliseconds. Okay, got it. I'm going to just screenshot that because I'm not going to...
I'm not going to remember that?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
Mm.
I Everyone talks about how different life is since the internet and iPhones, but no one talks about how much better life is since banning indoor public smoking. I don't even. I mean, I do remember it, but it's like I don't. When I go into a
There's still some
restaurant or
bars that
building-
smoke.
Yeah, but I mean, at least in Pennsylvania, your sales of like food, you can't sell like a lot of food. You can only sell like bar foods.
Has to be separate.
Yeah. But like when you go into a restaurant, like that used to be the standard, smoking or non. They had two different sides, and we all thought that was just acceptable. Like yeah, just putting us on different sides, it's fine. There's no second hand in the air.
All right, so this is pretty. I don't know you how many.
But yeah, public smoking, a thing in the past, obviously.
Thank God, I would have. I'm not a fan. I
But
don't
when
want.
you were kids, like that was normal.
I don't want to have an ashtray.
Like who was the one that was like, you know what, we should ban public smoking?
Somebody smart. Somebody didn't want to deal with that shit.
Think of all the places you can't smoke now. I mean,
good
in stores. Like,
why would you want it?
Gas stations. No, I'm just kidding. Never smoked near a gas station. But like restaurants, anything. Like,
Do it. Smoke at the gas station.
When you go to work, you can't smoke in front of the building. You have to go like to a side area or smoking designated area. Smoking on planes was a thing. Smoke on a plane.
Is it a Jordan on a plane? His motherfucking smokes on this motherfucking plane. Sorry, I'm I'm finding out the information. The problem is that I need
The internet was made without the internet. They just hoped and prayed that thing was just made with like we'll give it a shot, and it worked.
All right, here is the answer.
Drum roll.
Drum roll. The speed of light is 299 million milliseconds. The speed you see things at is 13 milliseconds.
Wow.
So technically, the refresh rate for that mirror would be 13 milliseconds.
Oh.
So, sorry, guy, not the speed of light. Sorry to burst your bubble. Get back in the shower and find a new one.
Well, he didn't say your eyes. He said mirrors.
Yeah, but it would be the rate that you see him.
No, not necessarily.
Whatever, man. You just gotta steal my thunder. Take it. Take the thunder.
That's
whatever.
All right.
The older you are, the easier it is to lie about your children.
Childhood.
Childhood.
Does that
Sorry.
make more sense now?
Nope.
Sorry, one of us is dying over here.
Sorry about that. All right, what else we got on tap here?
Well, we kind of hit some of those topics over on Off the Hinges podcast.
All right, well.
So,
you want to wrap it up for this week?
I think we'll wrap it up. I mean, the total of both, we're about the 2 hours typically.
We're wrapping and dapping.
Mm-hmm. May do another small episode just to kind of work things out a little bit. We'll see what's going on with that.
Tomorrow.
Possibly. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, well, thank you, and thank you for bearing with us while we learn and grow and do better, and we will continue to do so in the future.
Yeah.
So just come hang out with us, whether it's here, Off the Hinges, and
the Spicy Boys podcast.
Spicy Boys.
And eventually we'll have links for like his stuff, or like, well, it's both, whatever. The Off the Hinges stuff, all the Linktree stuff will be in there.
It's a bonus show. I'd say at one point one of them is going to go to a bonus thing.
Yeah. And then we're getting our feet wet here with the links and stuff, but
we're getting our footsies wet.
Our footussies.
We get our footussies wet.
But
footussie. I'm gonna order a footussie this weekend.
We're working out. So right now we're on YouTube and Instagram and Reddit as of now.
Yeah,
and TikTok. We're on TikTok too.
This will be on the Off the Hinges podcast YouTube channel as well right now. Yeah, right now. We're working on getting everything.
Yeah, so that's what tomorrow maybe will be. It may not be anything serious, but I'm just trying to work things out on the computer.
We're going to be here to provide you mediocre to subpar entertainment every week.
Right. So tune in next week for the continuation of the Spicy Boys.
We'll see you on Saturdays, bitches. Next week.
Podcast.
podcast. Hit me with that pod stick and that foot tussie.
Oh, the foot tussie.
Hit me with the foot tussie.
All right.
Let me
Peace out.
Hey girl, let me get some of that foot tussie.